Well, hello, this is Rob from JMPR Gaming, playing a bit of Warhammer Underworlds Online. I thought today I'd do something a little bit different. I'm going to create a deck with a warband. Which warband though? And then see if I can get a game and see how it goes. I think we're going to do the Sepulchral Guard. Just a blank deck would be nice. What's a defensive deck look like? That's interesting. Tactical supremacy 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiple fronts deal damage to 3 or more enemy fighters. No more tricks and no power cards in your hand. Employ master defensive strike. Master of War. Our only way out to hold 3. Hold objective 5 just because I guess they could think of another one to put in. March of the Dead. Skills unforgotten. Drop March of the Dead because that requires you to move fighters where you might also be trying to attack people, so we'll get rid of that. What have we got here? We'll go with Denial. Keep the enemy out of my territory. One more, probably something like, quite like the idea of Killing Ground. Because if I kill one of theirs in their territory or one of theirs in my territory, then I can move my fighters around to make that happen. Or escalation, I think, needs to go in. So I've got end phase, end phase, end phase, end phase, end phase, surge. Oh, it's his surge logos. Ah, I have 2 surges, which is a bit awkward. It's not great. We want lots of surges, ideally. And all the good surges are restricted for probably obvious reasons. What have we got down here? Unbroken Ward, the bigger they are. The bigger they are, kill someone with a damage characteristic of 1. That's getting dangerous end phase. Miraculous escape. Target the dice characteristic of 3 that fails. No. We don't do that. Cover ground move 6, concerted attack. Now this one, score immediately of 3 or more friendly fights but attack against the same enemy fighter. Well, that is basically multiple fronts. It's the opposite of multiple fronts. Multiple fronts is deal damage to 3 enemies. I want to attack the same enemy 3 times. They have to be successful attacks? No, just make an attack. So we'll drop that one. Magic, victorious duel. Don't think so. Precise use of force, change tactics. Well, I'm going to go with the Crushing Force as well. This is going to turn into a more aggro deck now. Crushing Force is quite good. You just need to do twice as much damage to kill somebody. So if they've got 1 health left, you deal 2 damage. And that's it. Job's a good one. And these guys have got a lot of access to 1 damage, 2 damage, and then even 3 damage from the boss when he's inspired. And they're going to drop no more tricks because I have no way of getting power cards out of my hand if I can't play them. Which we'll see in a minute. They will be reactions in my hand. So I'm quite happy for that as a start. So hold score and end phase. I'm holding objectives 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 3 objectives, 3 objectives. There it is. So I'm looking to hold 3 objectives. And while I'm doing that, I want to keep people out of my territory. So that's defensive strike and denial are the ones I'm going for there. Escalation I'll score just for putting upgrades on my fighters, and my opponent can also score that for me as well, which is very nice of them. And then I have deal twice as much damage as is required to kill somebody, so if I whittle them down to 1 damage, 1 health, do 2 dead. Concerted attack, make 3 attacks against the same fighter. So again, you see, if I hit him with a 1 damage and a 1 damage and a 1 damage, then kill them. There we go, nice and easy. Skills Unforgotten. My leader kills somebody. He's probably the most accurate fighter in my warband. No, the champion's more accurate when he's inspired because he's 3 hammers with cleave. But he does 3 damage when he's inspired the warden, so that's cool. Ploy Master, play 3 ploys. Lovely. Let's go look at the gambits. What have we got here? Spectral Wings. I'm not sure I need Spectral Wings. No, I probably do need Spectral Wings. We move 2 uninspired. And in my head I can already envisage a situation where I'm more than 3 hexes away from an enemy when they're in my territory and I'm in my territory. So I'll leave that for now. Confused priority is switch to objectives currently being held. That's a good one for objective holding. If my opponent is holding objectives as well, then I can steal 1, 2, 3 or 4. Nice. Ready for action. Always got to be in a deck. Shatting terrain. Any fighters that make a move are pushed or driven back in the next activation suffer 1 damage. That's always a confusing than that. So if I played after my... If I played in my power step, then in the next activation, if they make a move with any of their fighters, they will take damage. If they attack one of my fighters and then drive them back, they will take damage and I will take damage. But if I'm standing still and I play it in their power step and my fighter can attack theirs and drive them back, then they suffer damage. Well, it's potentially free damage. We'll leave that in for a minute. Shatter Shard. Choose an enemy fighter. Roll a dice, discard and upgrade. No, can't bother. Sidestep, love it. Burn Shrapnel. Place after attack takes a friendly fighter out of action. They take a damage. Yeah, I quite like that. Ceases attacks, yes. So after an attack by one fighter, I make an attack with another fighter. Really good and great to set up with the Warden. As he's range 2, he's easier to get those attacks off. Restless Dead brings him back to life. Terrifying Screams, push an enemy. The Necromancer commands, after a failed attack, make another attack. That is a bit interesting, so that's 10. Yeah, cool, we'll stick with that. So I've got 1, 2, 3 restricted cards at the moment. Just have a quick browse if anything takes my fancy here. See, so we have things like Trap and Twisted Knife. I have accurate fighters, but I don't have loads of damage. So, you know, there's an option there. Right, on to upgrade then. I'm quite happy with those gambits so far. We have Fatal Strike. So if someone kills, this has to go on the champion, and if someone kills my champion, he can make this attack. I mean, yeah, we'll come back to that in a bit. Focus attack. Harvester, if you roll a crit, he has cleave. But that is a single attack that targets one enemy. It's not his scything attack, so we'll get rid of that. Frightening Speed plus 2 move. Acrobatic. We have found an opponent. Awakened Weapon. What have we seen? Weapon. More damage on a crit. Yeah. The Formless Key. We have found Begor's Fiends. Well, on that subject, we could also drop in... Excellent. A Destiny to meet. We'll place the board first. So as boards go alive at the end, this one has access to one there. So then there's Grim Cleave here. One there. That goes on the Harvester that gives him cleave. So that's why I focused on going to put it this way around as well. I might as well give him this one cleave if it's an upgrade in my hand. Again, then he gets cleave on his swirly attack, right? Which is nice. Things that way around. It's always nice to kill a lot of the God's Fiends like that. But I don't think that's going in this deck. This one, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go. Great Fortitude, +1 wounds, great speed, +1 move, great strength, +1 damage. Then lucky charge that round down with on charge. Destiny to meet, and then Fatal Strikes meet again. Though. So I think out of these, I'm going to drop Concealed Weapon because it's dependent on crits. And now we have a 10-10 deck and 5 restricted cards. Hold the City. We should call it Hold the City. Why a double up? He did turn it round. Lovely. So if I place my... while we're just here, let's have a look at the... Because my first one there, I don't mind either one of those who places it in. Wow, that's a bit tricky. Like the champion, corner. He will be killing everybody. I believe this gives it 4. So I place my second one here, and my third one in that corner. So, see if we can find a game. See how this goes. And while we queue, I
I
realise
realise
1, 2, 3, 4 there.
Oh,
An interesting point we might have to worry about is that if I'm holding 3 objectives and my opponent wins the roll-off,
one there, because if
I
I
get
get
to go forward first, they have the
to
opportunity to get 3 objectives in their territory.
Lethal hex.
Which will make it a little bit difficult for me.
Oh, and he's put one in that gap there around that corner.
So the same issue I have is if he goes first, he can attack this guy. Right, so what do we got done here? Master of War. Scored an end phase if I scored an objective card, play a ploy card, and an upgrade card in this round. Crushing Force score immediately if we do twice as much damage as required to kill somebody. So if I score that, that leans into that, gives me the glory to put one of these bad boys on, and I have 2 cards there I can play. And in Skills Unforgotten, score if my leader kills somebody. So I'm happy with those. What do I got over here? Switch 2 objectives, so there's objective 4. So if he sits on that, I can take it. Well, mind you, 5's there. I've got one, and I'll probably play for 1 and 2. Acrobatic, great speed, great fortitude, ceaseless attacks. So make an attack after making an attack. So he is going to choose who to place first. It might as well be me because he'll get the bonus crit no matter what happens. So actually going on that. Go back to confused priorities there. If I focus on tactical supremacy 1 and 2, I can in fact hold these 2, hold 3 and 2, and then swap them around. So I'm going to go Petitioner, 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 Warden, Champion, Harvester Prince. I'll put Harvester here actually, because if he kills him and drives him back. Riptooth there, okay. So we said Petitioner there. I hope he doesn't put Gartok there, that'd be really annoying. Nah, Gartok, who cannot be driven back. So I was just thinking I could charge to here, attack this guy, drive him back, play ceaseless attacks, potentially killing him. Who's that? That's Zarka. So Magor we presume is going to go there. So I'll put the Prince of Dust as discussed. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to put the Prince of Dust there. I think in this match, 4 of them, the Prince of Dust will do me better. Champion. Warden. So if they can kill the Prince, so he gets to choose who's going first, but then that's okay because the Prince will come back eventually. So my first activation, we are going to move fighters. Bring that Petitioner to there. Oh, I just realised I don't know how I'm covering this. Getting onto that one, but that's 1 and 2 for me anyway. So I want to get my leader to kill someone. So what I need is to soak a charge on the champion. Have the champion hit back. If they're here, then that also gives the leader a chance to get up onto. Or if they come here, the leader can charge with potentially supports. Oof. Right, well now I have an idea. Use the Prince to attack. He could potentially do 1 damage. Ha! He's going to do 1 damage. Well, he has knocked back 1, so I can now drive him back to here. And I can play ceaseless attacks. The champion can attack. Oh, lovely. There we go. That's fair. So it's his power step, right? No? Oh yes, no, it's my activation, isn't it? Because I charged with the prince to drive him back there. I'm sure I've played this game before, you know. So he's attacking the prince with Gartok. Does Gartok have knockback? No. Zarkus has knockback. Okay, so Gartok is inspired. This is concerning. We still don't want to play that card, but I must remember to play that card before the end because I want to score Master of War. So next up is the champion is going to attack Magor. One success, no success. So that's 2 damage. Boop. Magor can definitely stay where he is. Still don't want to play that one. Oh, second wind, Magor. Very good. So Magor can now be activated and attack the champion. He's not inspired though, is he? No. And he's also Bist, which is really annoying for him. And then my 4th activation, I'm going to charge the Warden to there and attack. So 2 dice for hammers with supports, crit. Sweet. So that is going to be... Oh, that's a bit mean. But good, because if he'd have landed his attack, it would have been 2 damage to him. Then he would have been able to kill him with the 3rd. But we are now off and running. And I've scored defensive strike. Well drawn. So now, Master of War, I need to... I'm going to put Acrobatic on my boss. So he's now 2 dodge. I think we're then going to... I'm going to play Confused Priorities, right? And I'm going to swap 3 for 2. So I'll have 1 and 2 here. And I'll pass because he passed. Get out of this. Oh, he has a 4th activation. Oh, I totally forgot that. Just because I feel like Riptooth is going to want to come down this way or over here. Well, over here maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Makes sense for Riptooth to charge here and attack. Actually, no, you're right. It does make sense for Zarkus to do that. Oof. That got him. So +1 damage onto Zarkus. So he's now doing 3 damage. He does 2 naturally, yes. So, we just got Master of War. I don't want to keep Denial against these guys, so we're going to ditch Denial. We'll keep Defensive Strike, because they're coming this way, boys. Right, we'll put +1 wounds on my boss, and +1 move on him as well. So now we have Supremacy and Our Only Way Out, so I really want to be holding 3 objectives come the end of this round. So Zarkus has got an easy down here, easy attack option here. He'll be trapped. He's inspired, so he's like 3 hammers for 3 damage. Yeah. That's what we've got. Okay. So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to try and run a bit of interference here. So I'm going to attack Riptooth with the Prince. Flipping heck, Prince. And with this knockback 2, I can get him all the way back there. This is really hidden path now. Then. Right, then I'm going to... So we've got nobody adjacent to anybody around here. So we could in fact do shattering terrain. No, I think I want to keep that for my turn. What does defensive strike say? My warband. So if he dies from that, that should score me defensive strike. So I'm going to pass that now actually. What I really want is Zarkus to charge down here and attack this petitioner. Because I could death throws for 1 damage. Shattering terrain combined with my boss, and he's gone that way. Oh, that's okay. I don't think I need any of those right now. Because we are still, of course, sitting on 3 objectives here. So I'm just going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to charge the harvester up here, attacking Riptooth first. Missed. That's saved, okay. The danger is Zarkus has his attack. Oh, well, mind you, I'm on track there anyway. Whee! With 2 damage, but he can't be driven back. That's fine. Again, I still don't think we want to play anything up there. We're happy over there. Ooh, Gartok, naughty boy. I can't drive him back because we're trapped there. Well, that's okay. So what I'm going to do here, look, I'm going to Terrifying Scream, Skartok into that lethal hex. And now if he attacks him next round, I'm going to Bone Shrapnel to do damage to him. And also it puts him further away from my guys down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I see. So this is his powers, his activation. So I'm going to pass. At this point I'm actually just going to draw a card, because if it happens to be... That's okay, that's alright, we can cope with that. So potentially if I charge attack, drive back, does the damage from the drive back if it's a draw. Yeah, I'm talking rubbish. So yeah, we don't need to play any more of those. So Gartok's doing it. Well, that's actually a shame. I didn't lose my guy, but I didn't manage to get this guy either. So that's going into my 4th. So, I think... Oh, if I charge him off the objective, aren't I? Oh. Bring back the champion. So my 4th activation, we shall return the champion to here. Then play Shattering Terrain. No, I'm not going to do that. No. Shh. I'm just thinking because he'll stand still and attack him anyway. Oh no, here comes Zarkus. Ouch. Gives me a chance now to do my death throws at least. Bone Shrapnel even. I'm actually holding 4 objectives. Nice. So now I'm within range here. I can't play Shattering Terrain. Ooh, interesting. Right, lucky me. So, there we go. Opponent has conceded. Bit of a shame we didn't play it out to the end. Although I can see why at 9-2. Having just picked up our only way out in supremacy. He conceded before I scored my 3. 6-2. Oh well, there we go. That was a bit of fun. Right, let's get back to work then. Bye.